Good to see you here. Just checking my mic levels because that was a problem earlier. Alright. So, welcome to the impromptu stream. So, we are going to be continuing with our run of Sunless Skies. Mainly, I wanted to get another one of these in this week because next weekend I am not going to be able to stream. That is to say, this coming weekend is going to be the same. Going to have a stream Friday, going to have a stream Sunday, but the weekend after I am not going to be here. So I figured I would grace you guys with an impromptu stream. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Oh no, black screen. Oh, we're there! We got it! It's live! Okay. Let's make sure we're all set up. Okay. Continue. Alright, so where did we leave off? I think we just dropped off the devil at the Avid Horizon. What else we got going on? Nothing in this... Oh, caddies are drives here going cheap and Worldbury directs to Mare. We haven't discovered that yet. Alright, so that's not going to be for a little while either. Let's see if I can find my little note sheet I had for the new ports. Grab myself a little pencil. There we go. Alright, yeah, so we have the Repentant Devil on Second Mint at the Avid Horizon. Quick question, how's the volume levels for you guys? Oh yeah, we have the Pardoner's Tale. The acting senior probator requested your aid in granting a single pardon he'd been issued. Interview the detainees and hear their stories. Good. Good. Okay. We also have learning about the incautious driver. Basically perfect. That is amazing. Alright, so why don't we... Yeah, why don't we just deal with the probator's request while we're here. 3 detainees, singled out by the acting senior probator, have taken over one of the interview rooms. The aristocrat is contorted like a contented cat over a rumpled armchair. The courtier sits on the windowsill, a cup of tea rattling in her hands. The nun occupies a stiff-backed chair and is reading something decidedly ungodly. You may interview the detainees and make your judgment at your leisure. You could, of course, make your decision without interviewing them, but that will render your choice somewhat arbitrary. Perhaps that's in keeping with the spirit of this place. Maybe. Let's see. Decide to pardon no one? Wow, they give you a lot of options. Alright. Let's go ahead with the interviews. Alright, so we have interview the former courtier. Brilliant, magnetic, merciless, infuriating. Either her personality or her politics have kept her on Her Majesty's list of undesirables. Friends in high places. She shuts a small hand mirror as you approach. Graying, I had a lovely mane when I arrived here. Red as June, they used to say. I was hoping to see the suns, but I suppose the palace hasn't forgotten. An MP I am acquainted with had promised it was all water under the bridge. Oh, so we can go to the floating parliament to speak with the courtier's friend. So we can interview the handsome aristocrat, draped lucidly over a faded chair, occasionally playing with his hair. A question of birthright. He summons a dazzling smile as you approach. Oh, at last! My captain, may I call you my captain? He does not wait for a response. It's been a dreadful mix-up. I have a twin brother in London, you see. Terrible sort. Rather ruined my reputation with Her Majesty. Go to London to seek out the aristocrat's brother. And we have the nun. Waiting sisters. She looks down her cigarette at you and sighs. If I could have gone home by now, I would have. Nothing's worse this much bloody waiting, pardon my imperial. I was going to say in a convent in the mausoleum, but that's been... something now. So go to the Serene Mausoleum. Alright, so we have more quests. Perfect. Well, they're going to have to wait. Alright, defer the decision. For now, you can come back to this. The detainees aren't going anywhere. Oh, no. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna not bother with that for the moment. Wait until we've done stuff with that. Alright, so we have T for Port Prosper. We need 4 more. Enough tea to fuel the sun. 3 more for that. Well. Methinks we'll stop at London first, and then go see if we can find the Clockwork Sun. Although I have a sneaking suspicion the moment we find the Clockwork Clockwork Sun, our terror is gonna skyrocket. So, yeah, why don't we go to London first, take care of some stuff there. Or is there anything else I need here? Don't think so. Alright. Onwards and forwards, then. Oh, come on. There we go. You know what? If that's a horror, I'm just gonna go around. Yeah, we do not have an assaying tool quite yet. Desolation of tumbled stones and cracked altars. What was worshipped here in those forgotten days? Guess we'll find out later. London raised these buildings years ago. They are abandoned now, cold and gray. Very spooky. I think floating parliament's supposed to be somewhere around here. Yeah, we'll have to go back that way later. Crewman lets out a hacking cough. The smog has found its way in. Cozy stream, Azora, hello, how are you? Alright, so, okay, let's see. So we're back at the ministries. I think there's a couple things we can do here. Got a rotten right now. A rotten what? Headache? Let's go to the Ministry of Public Decency first. A huge horseshoe-shaped building of white stones, white columns, clocks, and iron gates. Inside, its walls are paneled with dark wood. Crimson carpets, worn by frequent passage, flood the floors. Within its cubbyhole offices, auditors toil to protect the sensibilities of Londoners here in the heathen sky. Sour mood. Oh, stuff like that. Yeah, I know how it is. Whew. Just an appointment regarding intelligence you've gathered. Perhaps the information office would be interested in your recent reports. Learner, you can be of use to the Ministry of Public Decency. A new acquaintance. The congruous secretary gives you a brilliant smile. Well, that sounds entirely opposite. Take a seat, dear. Oh, wow, that's too deep for one. Right. But then again, I don't know. She writes a note and inserts it into a pressurized delivery tube by her desk. 15 minutes later, a genial auditor arrives, a portly fellow with a white, wispy mutton chops. Pleasure to meet you, Captain. Let's go to my office, shall we? Why does this guy kind of look like Colonel Sanders? Is that just me? Or anyone else thinking that? I'm just wondering if it's just me. I don't know, man. He leads you through a labyrinthine corridor. A new bust of the Empress seems to wait around every corner. The office is small but comfortable. One wall is lined with books, another holds a window with a small window box in which appears to be growing decorative fungus. Let's take tea with the General Auditor. His office is pokey. Clockwork sun glows in the window, rose gold in the smog. His window box holds a spray of decorative fungus. He sits behind a heavy, many-drawered desk. Well, what can we do for you today? His wispy mutton chops quiver eagerly. Alright. Kind of thinking like the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park, just the mutton chops. Honest, that's what's going through my mind, honestly. Okay. What does the ministry do exactly? A mill makes grain, a factory makes, I don't know, socks and so forth. We, Captain, make Britishness! A priceless commodity here in the heavens. It must be cradled, nurtured, and nourished. Without it, we would lose ourselves. He looks out the window, unsettled. Very small, do you see? And the sky is very big. Well, that told me nothing except what I already knew. And who determines what constitutes Britishness? A relevant question. An honest answer. Why, we do, in consultation with the most impeccable sources. He indicates beautiful books on his shelves with a smile. Spencer, Tennyson, Blake. Payne, you ask? Hardy? Mary Prince? No, he founds. No, not them. Impromptu stream. Hello, Urban. How are you? How goes it? You are alive. This is good to hear. It is always good news. Well, it is a pleasure to see you. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. Probably because I'm just trying to figure out what British Colonel Sanders' voice sounds like. With the frickin' Dilophosaurus mutton chops. To finish the review of my interview, my old job is pandering after me so much that I have to do the references again next week. Aw, man. Yeah, it's tough out there, you know? I mean, I do wish you luck, though. Keep me updated. You like all of my accents, especially the ones that are horrible? Alright. Let's see. Hang on, I just gotta check one thing. Just one thing. Okay. Alright, so, next thing. Especially those, yes. Oh my god. Alright. Who dares text me? Okay. You dare text me. Okay. I cannot respond right now, for I am fuming. Alright, so, let's, how does the Ministry pursue its task? You've heard of their zeal, of furnaces which appropriate books are committed, of corrections to venerable works like Shakespeare and the Bible, of their printing presses rattling out endless publication. Alright, just one second. Not gonna lie, kind of giving Fahrenheit 451 vibes. Yeah. I mean, because, like, especially, because I know of the ones they listed, like Thomas Hardy, like, his poems were very kind of critical of, oh, the new Percy Jackson show. Yeah, no, that one came out well. They did change a bunch of things, but I'm quite liking it. You agree wholeheartedly with Fahrenheit 451? Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, Thomas Hardy, I mean, like, today he's, like, a quintessential British author, but it's, like, very critical of Britishness. But, Pain 2. Oh, you're on episode 4 right now? I don't think there are very many episodes in the season, are there? What are there, like 6, 8? Too much disappointment. I'm guessing you didn't like it, Azura? And I'm gonna put my book back. Yoink! Okay. Back up there with Handmaid's Tale and George Orwell. Anyway, actually I haven't read Handmaid's Tale yet. I have it on my shelf. I bought it at a library book sale. I have not gotten around to it yet. Honestly, it's good. I mean, you can tell that they had Rick Riordan on it, because, I mean, there's a lot of things in the books that do make it. There are some bits that they took out, probably due to pacing. But, I will agree with that. I'm trying to say the most I can without spoiling it for Urban. But, they do change a fair bit, but a lot of it is kind of like centered around the book, and that's one of the things that Rick Riordan talks about in interviews, is that he purposely changed things because the book is from Percy's perspective as a child, whereas he wants the TV show to be more broad. Yes, they did. He was like one of the producers. Yeah, so like I said, they did change quite a bit, but not so much so that they made the same mistakes as the movie. I'd give it a chance. And don't expect it to be exactly like the book, because it's not. But give it a chance, you know? I haven't read that series in ages, like literal years. Probably should again. Yeah, I did the same thing. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna need to increase the timer on that enjoying the stream thing. Because that's like the second time in like half an hour. We'll fix that after. We'll fix that for next stream. Alright, alright, so how does the ministry pursue its task? Oh, wait, I just did that one. Never mind. Firstly, with the truth, which is not, I must make clear, the same as facts. Oh god, I know where this is going. Facts can point at anything, but the truth is straightforward. It puts us on the right path. Secondly, by respecting and preserving our traditions. They are not quaint, they are not outmoded, they are tried and tested. After all, they brought us here, didn't they? No, don't worry about it. No, I like talking about these things. I mean, we're here to nerd out and have some fun. What does the Ministry consider an enemy? What threats imperil Albion? Wish you could narrate this boss fight I'm having right now. Oh, jeez. You'll have to tell me about that after. A long list. Oh, the obvious, of course. Revolutionaries, rebels, strikers, the morally depraved, those who besmirch her renewed majesty's good name, God save her. He rubs his chin thoughtfully. But there are newer, more seditious dangers, too. We stand in the vault of heaven, and we must defend our way of life against the enticements of the new. A thing is not more precious because it is strange. People forget that. Oh god, why did I decide to do an establishment run-through? It's insanely hard and painful. Oh, I bet. No, because we are literally in the heavens right now. So, like, Fallen London lore, in, like, the year 1860-something, in the reign of Queen Victoria, Prince Consort Albert falls sick, and an entity called the Bazaar goes to her and says, if you give me London, I will revive your prince. And so she's like, you know what, deal. And so London gets stolen by a swarm of bats and ends up a mile below ground in a cavern next to an underground ocean called the Untersee. That's where the Fallen London browser game takes place. And then you also have Sunless Sea, which is the first game in this series. And then what we're playing right now, Sunless Skies, is the sequel, where they find a portal called the Avid Horizon and basically move London to heaven. But it's not like biblical Christian heaven, it's like all heavens mashed into one to the point where heaven itself is trying to kill you. Oh yeah, and the original lore, London was next door neighbors with hell for a time. Yeah, no, the Fallen London series of games is fucking phenomenal and brilliantly written. I just wish I could afford the subscription for the Fallen London browser game, because I used to love playing that. It's just the free version kind of gets tedious because you don't have access to everything and you have very limited action points. Yeah, no, they literally fought a war with Hell, and then Hell had a communist revolution. That's what I can tell about lore without getting too spoilery. Alright, so, return to business. Oh, jeez. Well, good luck with that. Busy, busy. Toodaloo, he calls after you, turning his attention back to a fresh manuscript on his desk. He takes out a pot of black ink and a heavy pen. Alright, thank you. I shall endeavor to be the most soothing voice in the entire universe. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm not Morgan Freeman. Alright. You know what? Let's deliver reports to him. What can go wrong? Expert handling. He listens intently, writing notes on a pad of paper. His comments are absolutely neutral. I see. Fascinating. Well, you notice your reports are filtered into separate piles. Afterwards, he writes a requisition form for you. Just pop this into the finance on your way out, and they'll see to the needful, he says. Terribly grateful. Best to keep this information to yourself, though, eh? Rest assured, we are experts, and we'll ensure it's handled sensitively. Strength of the sun! Right. Thank you. I appreciate your confidence in my voice and narrative abilities. Oh, we can get ministry stamp permits. Oh, okay. All right. We're selling information in the Ministry of Public Decency. All right, cool. This is the thing we're doing now. I should have kept Fahrenheit 451 out so I could like wave it emphatically. All right. The Office of Works. The Office of Works is a bustling bureaucratic enigma. The Office of Works is a bustling bureaucratic enigma. Behind its red-brick flanks toil numberless clerks and surveyors. What mysteries lurk within its memoranda, its chits, and its receipts? What exactly are its eponymous works? No one is sure, but in a drafty loading bay, an unflappable foreman... Give me a second. I'm not sure why that's funny, but it is to me. An unflappable foreman purchases supplies to complete outstanding work orders. Gainful employment. The Office of Works, God bless her, is a has very particular requirements. Very particular. Let's have a look. Needs 1 cage catch and 1 tail of terror. Tail of terrors I got in spades. I've been scared shitless on my run so far, so I got a bunch of those. Cage catch, we need to go back to the reach for. We need 1 and 1. Alright, we'll probably need to go back to the reach after, but we'll just come back here after we complete shit. The horological office. Tick, 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 Albion's heartbeat. Clocks of diverse size and shape line the walls of this small grey office. Each is meticulously tuned by the royal horologists and inspectors as a practice for the thankless, complex task of ensuring the consistency of time across her renewed majesty's territories. Speak to the chief horologist. He sits hunched in a thick grey blanket, his crow-like stare fixed on a disassembled clock. Its gears are almost too small for the eye to see. 1 empire, 1 time, 1 date. Oh wait, hang on. I had a note. Okay. I'm good. Alright. Times change, I've heard. Well, not if I have a say in it. He reaches for a pair of tweezers, pincers barely thicker than a human hair. The time London must be the same time in Brabazon, in Werlebury, in New Winchester, in Lustrum, to the second. It is the privilege and the duty of this office to ensure that continuity. He sniffs. A task that was considerably easier before we began spending hours like shillings and sixpences. Now it might be yesterday in one place and next week in another. It is most untidy. Well, he seems like a cheerful gentleman. Look at the clock of Albion. From this side, it is a polished wonder of valves, pendulums, and cogs working in perfect harmony. A breathtaking work of engineering. Only the finest engineers were permitted to work on it. Every component is encased in polished glass. The hands, sharp enough to slice paper, slide between the exquisitely carved numerals with buttered smoothness. Only the second hand is permitted to jump from moment to moment, and it does so with the precision of a military march. It's just for tourists, of course, he grumbles, a bleary-eyed apprentice. Albion's time's really based off the old tick-tock man's pocket watch. Keeps us straight, except that time on his 90th birthday, when he had one too many, and the whole of Albion lost 2 hours. This sounds like a perfectly efficient bureaucratic system to me, ha-ha! Alright. Examine the ray of clocks. I have a feeling what they're all gonna be. Ask about the nature of hours. So basically, Queen Victoria controls time now. That's just basically it. Inquire about employment. Not just anyone can become a royal horologist. A job for serious people. The chief horologist looks surprised at your inquiry. Horologists tend to be cut from a specific cloth, rather than the grayer fabric worn by a skyfarer. However, you have the right to take the examination if you wish. He blows the dust off a textbook and bids you to sit down. No calculation devices or writing implements are permitted. Oh no. Oh, we're taking a test, guys. The chief horologist peers over the book. If the current time in Perdurance is exactly 17:15 of the clock, and the time in Albion is 18:34, what, pray tell, is the current time in Lustrum? Hurry up! Well, it's going to be 18:34 because the time in Albion is always the correct time. Your answer is written down. Is that your answer? Very well, we shall continue. And now a tricky one, perhaps. The chief horologist coughs. The train from Brabazon Workworld arrives in 11:30 in London. The current time shown on the master Brabazon clock is, he winces, 14:30. If the train took exactly 1 hour to make the journey, it does not, of course. I merely offer this as a hypothetical for the sake of testing what was the accurate time of its original departure from the work world. Well, I'm guessing it's not 14:30 because that's impossible, because the time in Albion when it arrives is 11:30, which means it would be 10:30 in Brabazon. Interesting, very interesting. He pauses for a moment before writing your answer down. You wait patiently for several minutes, but the third question does not seem to be coming. The chief horologist's eyes have drifted closed. A thin string of drool dribbles down from his otherwise dry lips as he snores. The Royal Horological Society is full of the most serious people. Nudge the chief horologist gently. The fellow must be pushing 100. The Royal Horological Office assessment. You have an assignment on the Brabazon work world. You are now a Royal Horologist? Oh god. He wakes with a start. Oh, excuse me. He glances at your answers. Well, you seem to have the idea. No point in going through the other 248 questions. Congratulations. You are now officially a Royal Horologist. Apprentice third class. He pauses. Speaking of which, I have an assignment for you. Temporal inconsistency, a suitable test of your practical skills. Take this pocket watch. It is both your badge of office and your compass, pointing to the correct time. Wear it proudly. Keep it well wound. Do not get it wet. The smaller gears are quick to rust. Fucking god. Alright, we're done with that. We are fucking done. I need a second after that. Holy crap. Whew. Right. Alright, we need to go to... Yep, we're going to London. The vagabond inhales a hearty dose of smog. Good for the lungs, Captain. If you say so, vagabond. I do not trust you in matters of health. London's chief station, draped in Union Jacks and studded with bronze busts of her renewed majesty. The platforms crowd with people. If the throne of ours is London's heart, this is its carotid artery. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we've got. Alright, we will find the listless aristocrat's brother. Doppelganger. It takes some time to track down someone resembling the aristocrat. The city slums are empty of any fallen nobility. The grand houses close their doors to you. It is as if London would prefer all detainees of the Avid Horizon to remain there. You've all but given up when you receive a note to meet at the Crown Jewel. A distinguished gentleman sits by the fire. His porcelain features a flawless mirror of his brother's. He intimates a litany of unsavory habits and hobbies possessed by his younger sibling. Calumny in the nursery, scandal in the boarding school, horror in the young stags club. He would very much prefer it if his brother were to stay where he was. Interesting. But do we trust him? I don't know, honestly. Alright, let's see. So, it said the Clockwork Sun was west-southwest, so that's going to be somewhere around here. do need to go to Brabazon. At some point, we will need to explore some more. The only thing about exploring Albion that makes it more difficult than the Reach is that there are horrors literally everywhere. So these are like these things. Like if you fly anywhere near them, your terror is going to start skyrocketing the longer you stay. And occasionally there are things that linger around terrors and horrors that will kill you most quickly. So it's a gamble. Alright. Actually, let's just see how much So our ambition is wealth, so the first thing we gotta do is find a house. Alright, so how much does the one... Oh, so it's still 5,000. Yeah, so there are 3 places we can fulfill this. Because we're playing an establishment run-through, it's probably going to be either New Winchester or London. Why don't we top off our locomotive? I think we did hit something somewhere. No prospects available, that's fine. Oh, is there anything else we can get here? Oh, we have the assaying device. How much we got? Oh, we got plenty of money right now. Yeah, we're gonna pick this up. Oh. So they got the... What is it, a tier 3 shotgun? Okay. Less heat. Slightly lower range. Same damage. Not bad. I think we're gonna leave that as it is for now. I put that in the bank. What else we need? Fuel and supplies. Battlefield market, a basic market, arch with glass and steel. Alright. Alright. Whew. Alright, let's give the Clockwork Sun a shot, because, yeah, it's the sun that needs the tea. We are going to go ahead, put what we don't need in the bank. They need 3. Then when we go back to Port Prosper, we'll just pick everything up. Because that we'll need to go back to the Reach for. Alright, boys, let's give this a shot. Alright, so... west by southwest, so, okay. Let's get going. Pipes and gantries snake through the smog, a web of iron. Oh, please tell me this is a normal dreadnought. Please tell me it's not a deranged dreadnought. Oh, that's gonna fucking suck if it is. Okay, it's just a terrible driver. Whew. Alright. Alright, where am I going? Am I going the right way? I don't think so. Why don't we go ahead and sound out the bat? Scout bat, away! That's in the opposite direction. Wind pipes as it squeezes between the stones. The sound is tuneless and mournful. Oh, hello. Okay. Fancy seeing you here. Oh, hopefully it's somewhere around here. Oh. Are you friend or foe? A dusty wind blows. It clogs the pipes and ruddies the skin. Oh, I think we're getting closer. The light just changed. That's always good. Oh, I think we are approaching. Just keeping an eye out. I don't think... And in this direction. Alright, it's taking me in the opposite direction. Alright, we're spinning around. Ah. I need to double back for fuel, I can. Ah, crap, I don't have my mining on. Oh well. Oh. Oh, well, this is freaky. Bleak and stony stretch of sky. Ah, good, the mausoleum's there, so if we need to. You are deep in the Orm's Wold. London has washed their hands of this craggy wilderness. McFarlane's Glen. Okay, this is weird and creepy. The incognito princess dogs her disguise tiara as the Royal Society comes into view. Okay. Oh, I've been going in the wrong direction. God damn it. I was hoping this was the Clockwork Sun. I am fucking hoping they sell fuel and supplies. Rochester Club. Ooh, very fancy. Fancy, fancy. It looks pretty. Pretty mansions of stone and glass rise above the verdant gardens, while below machines whir and groan. A persistent sound of hammering pounds through the air. Alright, the Celestial Exhibition. To the delight of mostly himself, the mellifluous president is planning an exhibition in the Royal Society. Mellifluous. That is a word. Okay. Its theme will be the science of the skies. He's happy to pay visiting captains for items of interest they might come across. How many? Oh, I have 13 of these. Not donating the otherworldly artifacts, but I will donate, 5 seems fair. Dedication. You pile the stinking, seeping specimens on a table. The mellifluous president's smile is very wide. His left eye twitches. You've really outdone yourself. We shall have to get you a plaque. He calls for his assistant, loudly. 85 sovereigns and 50 experience. Nice. Mellifluous. Holy fuck. Alright. Royal Society. The words nullius in verba are written across the stonework above the great bronzewood door. Nothing in words. That's rather oxymoronic. Her renewed majesty has granted these grounds to the finest minds in Albion to work here. Their purview is to invent, to hypothesize, to discover, and, most crucially, to watch the stars. Introduce yourself at the Airy House. The Royal Society welcomes careful captains. An offer of work. Oh, for fuck's sake. The mellifluous president greets you. He directs your attention to the new marble on the floors, to the cheerful portraits of distinguished Royal Society members lining the hallway, and finally to the very large portrait of himself in his plush library. We do like captains here at the Royal S. Oh god, he even talks like a posh person. Grah. We need our space, and frankly, our comforts to think. But it is you, brave souls, who do the real legwork. Extremely educational. If not, our gardens are extremely fine, as is our conversation and the port. The Royal Society have let their gardens run wild, though an attempt was made at some point to tame them. 59% chance? You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Ooh, success! Into the green. The gardens were an early attempt by the Society to stamp their mark upon the sky. More interesting avenues for scientific exploration quickly presented themselves, however, and the gardens were left to run wild, half-tamed. The overgrown gardens are beautiful, but hazardous to the casual walker. You, however, are a veteran rambler. The ha-ha is no obstacle to your fearless tread. The follies neither deceive nor divert you from your path, and you can tell from a mile off the bog is a bad idea. You find yourself in a pleasant faux classical temple, dedicated to the suns. Someone has left something behind. What could it be? A faceted decanter. The distinguished souls bob in a caul of vitreous fluid. These are the currency of the judgments, the rarefied, the beloved, the brilliant. You now have one selection of immaculate souls. Ooh. Fancy. Shops, bazaar, requisitions. Yes! Fuel and supplies. Okay. I need those very badly. The cost of exploration. Royal Society Observatory is named for King Charles' canniest mistress. Nell's Tower is the jewel of the Society's crown. Sign on the door in neat copper plate reads, Nell's Tower is closed for the 13th annual Airy Dinner. Leave urgent business at the doorstep. There is a polite cough at your shoulder. Turning, you see a tall man with a beard like a nest of vipers. The supercilious bursar introduces himself. I came to rag up stragglers, but as a captain you are of rank sufficient to attend the dinner, if you wish to attend. Attend the 13th annual Airy Dinner. There will be port, Captain. Ooh, port. I like port. Well, port is delicious. The dinner is held in the mahogany and marble imperial dining room of Airy House. Every piece of the dinner service is mismatched, and both the furniture and the personages in the room are pleasantly rumpled. The supercilious bursar brings you to the high table, where the 3 senior astronomers of Nell's Tower are holding court. You are introduced to the senatorial professor, the chair for the effulgent sciences, and the lecturer for imperial affairs as the first course is served. Honestly, as infuriating as it is sometimes, some of the charms in these games, I swear to God, the people at Failbetter Studios have, like, just the world's largest thesaurus next to them when they're writing. But I love it. It adds to the charm. Ooh. You can dine on the game pie. It is ample and succulent. Its flesh lightly roasted. Guzzle the port. The Royal Society is renowned for the variety and the depth of its cellars. Or eavesdrop at the conversation. You can always pick at the vegetables. How's our terror doing? Oh, it's only 8? Okay. Eavesdrop on the conversation, and we will pick at the vegetables. The supercilious bursar keeps everyone's port glasses well topped up as the conversation descends into fractious bickering. The disagreement centers around the orientation of the Society's great telescope. The lecturer wishes to gaze outward beyond the borders of Albion, while the chair desires it turned on Albion's territories. The first course ends with a great smacking of lips and a general feeling of goodwill towards the chef. Gained a sky story. Turn to Chaos. Sup? Hey, Chaos, how you doing? How goes the goings? Tired? Yeah. Oh, 8-hour exam? Jeez. Hey guys, good to see the both of you. I'm looking down here because chat's over here. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. 8 hours. That's a lot for, like, a singular exam. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. That sounds like absolute hell. Criminology. Oh. Never had any criminology courses, so I wouldn't know, but... Whew, it sounds like a nightmare. Ah, okay. I mean, did they at least give you breaks and such? Well, that's good at the very least. But still, that's a lot to sit down for, regardless. Oh, yeah. No, I have no doubt. We'll split between 2 days. Ah, okay, there we go. At least that's something. But holy hell, still. Woo! Yeah, no worries, dude. I know with Tavern, for those of you who don't know, that's a roleplay thing we do on TTRPG Toria's server. Yeah, I've just been being relaxed with that, doing that when I have a moment, really. Not too worried about it. We get to it when we get to it. Orcs is still asleep. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out, man. Yeah. Yeah, TTRPG Toria. Yeah, she has some great stuff. Not to mention her server is very lively, and I adore it. Already have time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see what you do with that, honestly. Ah. Well, yeah, I mean, Tavern's ending, but they're going to be upgrading it to Town. I know I'm going to be keeping my character. Mainly because I want to play the goddamn snarky cat that he has as his familiar. A drunk monk, you say? I am excited. Flint will be in and out, yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna see if you were going to go with it. If you wanted to just kind of have, like, the sort of in-between thing with our characters. But that's something we can talk about later. Alright, I'm just, like, filling my lungs with all of this, like, extremely vivid vocabulary in this game. Whew. Okay. Back to it. The supercilious bursar passes the dish of buttered potatoes with an oily smile. The conversation continues, lubricated by Herculean quantities of port. Buttered potatoes, roast squirmings, and sautéed Hybrian mushrooms are devoured in between rhetorical thrusts. Alright, so we have some choices. We can talk to the lecturer in Imperial Affairs. She is rationing her port with water and visibly holding her tongue. Talk to the chair for the effulgent sciences. Her eyes are wild. She has savaged the potatoes. Her conversation rambles, but her language is poetry. Talk to the senatorial professor. He affords sly smiles from under his blindfold between slurpings of mushroom. Oh, wow. Even that had a hard time coming out. Between slurpings of mushrooms, he appears to enjoy playing the devil's advocate. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's why I'm reading these, because I know a couple of you are dyslexic. That, and it's really fun to do the voices. Have I considered doing voice acting? It's a thought I've considered. I just don't have time between all of the other things that I want to do and want to do more. For now, I am content with streaming, because that means I get to play silly games and hang out with you guys. Oh, I wish you could have heard my father. He was so much better at voice acting than I am. He wanted to be a voice actor, he just never could afford to move somewhere where it's lucrative. That's also why I like doing D&D and such. It's a nice creative outlet, especially for that sort of artistic endeavor. I know, I am an ex-theater kid. That should explain a lot. I remember one point, like only 3 of us showed up to rehearsal one day, and I was playing like a minor character who died in like the first act. So they had me doing literally all of the voices for everyone. And I had the director in stitches. Yeah, you can't escape the theater kids. We're everywhere. Yeah, no, the theater kid, the D&D pipeline is indeed a thing. But, alright, where were we? You died 3 times in one performance. That is impressive. In that same show, I lost my voice opening night. The director was pissed. Luckily, I died, like, when all the lights were off. So I worked with one of the stagehands who sort of was kind of able to mimic my voice. And that, like, I did it the other 2 nights. We were running the play, but holy crap, that was a stressful day. Oh, yeah. No, one of my characters that I played on stage was a total piece of shit. He was fun to play, but he was a total piece of shit. Like, even I hated the guy. And the stage to the left behind the lead. Yeah, I've only had, like, a couple lead roles ever. Most of the time, I'm either supporting or ensemble. Or when I was doing it, rather. Although a couple times I did get to play the villain, and that was fucking awesome. Anywho, so we have a choice. We can talk to the lecturer in Imperial Affairs, we can talk to the chair for the Effulgent Sciences, or we can talk to the senatorial professor. Yeah, no, I'll agree with you there. It gets to a point. I've done backstage a handful of times. That was just mainly when I was too busy to actually audition. No, that's the thing about my streams. I like when chat is active because I can chat with you guys. You suggest the professor. Alright, so the professor, the third option? Anyone else have any particular leanings? Do I need to read the options again? Otherwise, we're going with the professor. Going once. Going twice. Going third time. Sold. All right, we're doing the third option. The Devil's Rhetoric. He grins broadly as you find yourself arguing for the abolition of astronomy as a charlatan's art. You must have done adequately, however, for he toasts you once you finish, before he resumes feeding his large pet spider beneath the table. The second course ends with the lecturer in Imperial Affairs telling a rather ribald joke and a hearty toast to the continued health to all present. All right, you should have told me before that, Chaos. Oh, we can talk to all of them. Ah, whatever. We'll do it. All right. In vino veritas. In wine truth. She tops you up and attempts with a wink. Ever a waste of a drop of wine, as my governess used to say. She sighs. I know what the bursar's up to, distracting us from the fact that London's got us pointing the telescope at a dead corner of the sky. A matter of national security, they said. Got the wrong coordinates, if you ask me. Anyway, until they say we can move it, our studies are on hold. The third course comes to a close with a great groaning, and a heartfelt but false protestation that one couldn't possibly manage cheese and biscuits after all this. And... oh, okay, we can only talk to two of them. Alright, The supercilious bursar leans in, the plates are cleared away. Before we adjourn, there is a question of patronage to consider. All eyes are on you. A hush falls over the table. The three faces of the astronomers are turned to you. The supercilious bursar continues as though nothing has changed. Our telescope is operated by the will of the government, and we are not allowed to move the telescope without permission. A bold skyfarer such as yourself might obtain such permission, or at least an official-looking document that could be conceivably construed as permission. Our astronomers would be very much interested in patronizing you. You bring them a permit, they can advance their researches. In exchange, they'll teach you what they know. All right, let's see who we want. We want the iron-haired astronomer, London's own appointment, will be your patron, or the wild-eyed astronomer specializing in the habits of the stars will be your patron, or the blindfolded cantankerous astronomer of old London will be your patron. Ooh. Decisions. So this is an establishment run-through. We are pro Eldritch Queen Victoria and her slightly Orwellian dystopian government. So yeah, this is an RPG. We are going a specific way this time around. So, lecturer in Imperial Affairs or the senatorial professor? This is Sunless Skies in the Fallen London series. Yeah, I love these games, and Failbetter Studios has like a great product. These are like some of my comfort games. I'm gonna be streaming one run of Sunless Skies for a while before I switch to a new game. What that game is going to be, we'll decide later. I don't know if it's on Xbox. I'm currently playing on Steam. Or through Steam, rather. Alright, I like the senatorial professor. I like the cut of his chip. We're going with him. A new lease on life. He reaches out to shake your hand. I shall endeavor to instruct you more kindly than I was. I hope I shan't give you cause to regret your choice. He smiles thinly. Now, come to the tower whenever you wish to begin. Bring a permit if you wish to actually make use of the telescope. Alright, I think we're not going to do this quite yet. Because we're still trying to find the Clockwork sun. Alright, so yeah, and then we got a club and everything. Alright, I think we'll come back to this. Oh, and then the workshops under the area are known collectively as Portsmouth Health. Glass and brick factories are staffed and harassed inventors and engineers, working constantly to produce the next advancement in inventoring equipment. Alright, I think, yeah, we'll do this stuff later. Let's go continue looking for the Clockwork Sun. Alright, so, yeah, we should be all set in fuels and supplies for a little. So I'm hoping it's somewhere around here. We'll take a look. Oh, shit. No. Oh, crap. I can't drive. Alright. Whee! Tired and going to bed, so bye. Thank you for coming, Chaos. Good to see you. And just so you know, we do have a Discord for my stuff now, if you feel so inclined. But up to you. Don't know where we're going. Wish I freaking knew. Definitely don't think this is the right direction. Gonna depart for rest. Alright, good to see you, Barney. See you later. No, I'm very glad. Right, definitely not in this direction. Just one moment, guys. I am actually needed at the other end of the house. I will be back in just a couple minutes. Hello. Gonna get everyone a second to settle themselves back in before we get back on with it. So yeah, as soon as we get people coming back in, we'll be continuing our search for the Clockwork Sun, opening up some of the ports in Albion, working on some of our contracts. Before we finish exploring Albion, we're probably going to need to go back to the Reach and get a couple things. But I mean, hey, you know? It's all about exploring and earning money. Or at least this playthrough is. So yeah, just give you guys a couple minutes to mosey on back in. Let me know if you want to when we're ready. You back? Okay. We got one Azora back. You are actually 10 people. I wish that reflected in my viewer count. Would be nice. Oh no, that's not done steeping. Needs to steep more. Must be freshly and strongly steeped. That is not the button I wanted to press. Steep. It is her right to call herself 10 people. Whether that is factually true is a matter up to rather concerted debate. Alright, I think we're gonna slowly get this back up. And resume. Let's see. I think I know where we're gonna end up getting spit out here. And it's not gonna be fun. It is going to thoroughly suck. Pitiful stretch of sky, fit only for paupers' graves. Here we are. It's the dead sun. And get ready for horror to skyrocket here in a second. Here we go. It's starting. Woo! The broken sun is a warning that nothing may impede the progress of the Empire. Not even the stars. Come on, come on, come on. Whew, okay. The signalman considers the looming mausoleum. Rich or poor, we'll all end in a box. Quite right. Right. Attending a funeral. Few mourners are willing to brave the long journey through the Reach to say goodbye to a loved one. Visitors are welcome to the extra chairs in the mausoleum's many chapels, provided they carry themselves appropriately. It is a calming way to spend a few hours, basking in lives well lived, or taking solace in still having a future. Right, back to PJ episode 7. Oh wow, you're chugging along there, aren't you? Let's see, Miser's funeral or... do it with that. Why don't we do the Miser's funeral? Let me guess, it's going to be very Dickensian. Good riddance. The attending priest drones soothingly as the few mourners chatter. They came in the hope of a last-minute display of generosity. They leave frustrated and disappointed, if not surprised. Terror has fallen. Report. I think we're good here for now. Don't think we're gonna do the contemplate the dead sun. Right, they need bombazine. Don't know. Questions. I think we'll leave that alone for now. I think we're fine on supplies. We'll just top up both, honestly. We got enough money to do some exploring. Alright, where are we at? We'll try exploring back in that direction, honestly. We don't need to go back to London quite yet. Hang out in the graveyard for a bit. Who doesn't like that? Oh, let me guess. Oh, that's some more. This is a place of sky tombs and stone angels. Ah, mother! I wasn't looking. We're London laser dead. I can drive, I assure you. Consider. Ooh, Sky Story. This elaborate memorial is carved with curses. Ooh. Well, quick detour in the graveyard, I guess. Wind pipes as it squeezes between the stones. The sound is tuneless and mournful. Okay. Discovered a new path through all of this sheer terror. Wind is restless. Sediment blows and ochre billows from the crags. Freya, hey, how are you? Been a while, good to see you. How goes it? Doing alright. Very happy. We're having a very lively stream tonight. We're back here with Sunless Skies. Figured I'd do an extra stream of this week because the following weekend I'm not really gonna be able to stream, so figured I'd get another one in this week. This Friday and this Sunday are still on schedule though. Radiance in your windows, the bleached bone light of the clockwork sun. Oh, the thing we were looking for ages. Hang on, I will tell you in just a second when we dock and port. This area is kind of janky. Whew! Okay, I can't even read in this background. Glass walls provide no shield from the light. Machinery lies abandoned. Incognito's princess stares down the clockwork sun. She says nothing. Sun ablazes gold in your windows. Oh, here we go, here we go. And it's the horror, and we're getting terror like nobody's business. Sun Spur. Whew. Alright, so yeah, this is Sunless Skies, which is the sequel to Sunless Sea, both of which are in the Fallen London series. So the premise of Fallen London, which is originally a text-based browser game, is that in like the 1860s, Prince Consort Albert gets very sick, and Queen Victoria is approached by a mysterious entity known as the Bazaar. And the Bazaar says, well, if you give me London, I will let Albert live. I will give him the means to survive. And so Queen Victoria, wrought with grief, says yes. And so she and all of London is stolen by a swarm of bats and taken a mile below the earth, where basically London hangs out hell adjacent a mile below the earth next to a ocean-filled cavern full of like gothic and eldritch nightmares. And so after a while they end up discovering a portal called the Avid Horizon, which basically leads to a very eldritch version of heaven, which this game takes place in. So we're in a space train surrounded by eldritch horrors. And in this sort of like steampunk alternate history. Technically, it's a combination RPG roguelite, or roguelite, light, I should say. So it has RPG elements, it has roguelike elements. So this is the sequel to Sunless Sea, which takes place in the Untersee, which is that underground cavern. I might play Sunless Sea later on in the rotation of games. But yeah, we're doing a establishment run of this, so we are loyal to the eldritch-empowered Queen Victoria right now. At least in this run-through. Ordinarily, I do some, like, rebellious run, but I haven't completed an establishment run of this game yet. So there's a lot of quests, a lot of choice, and you, just like Sunless Sea, you have 3 main ambitions you can choose from in character creation. We chose the beginner ambition, Wealth, which is basically earn money, buy nice things, set yourself for life. And try not to die. Right, Sunspur. The dock is rarely used, and maintenance is lapsed. There's evidence of rust and metal strain, but only of non-crucial components. It's safe to stop for now. Once inside the dock, the sun's scouring light is diminished. Yeah, both Sunless Skies and Sunless Sea are top-down. Centered on your vessel. Like, in this, it's centered on your locomotive. In Sunless Seas, it's centered on your steamboat. An outpost on the roaring edge of the sun, shielded from malevolent light by an eggshell of stained glass. As you emerge from your train, suit-swaddled engineers gather, plainly astonished by your arrival. They bombard you with complex questions about how you dealt with dense sunlight and skewed chronosolar fields. Once satisfied, they hand out protective suits to you and your crew. Yours is patched and torn. One boot is missing. Yeah, it's... I will say the story is brilliantly written. I love the work that Failbetter Games does. But, yeah, no, it's definitely fits a certain aesthetic and style of gaming. I will give it that. Plainly astonished by... Alright. Shrug into your suit. An engineer sprays you with a substance that smells like lemons gone wrong and searches your pockets. A cursory effort at best. They seem distracted. Sunlight seeps like syrup through cracks in the stained glass ceiling. The floor shudders in time with the churning machinery far beneath your feet. The air has a tang of chemicals, bonfires, and rain. Pistons pump, cogs turn, and suit-swaddled figures tend to the enginery, bellowing over the shrieking metal. Court report. The Clockwork Sun is the preeminent symbol of the Empire's heavenly dominion. Newspapers in London call it enduring, everlasting, eternal. Yeah, it is. I mean, I would personally recommend playing it. The only thing is that both Sunless Sea and Sunless Skies do have a bit of a learning curve. And there are, like, certain elements of, like, risk and reward that you kind of gotta learn. But once you do that, they are brilliantly fun games. Also, keep a thesaurus with you. I'm just gonna say that. Because they do kind of really heavily lean into the aesthetic. I think it's only PC. I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never checked it for Xbox or anything. Because I know I bought it on sale for Steam. Like ages ago. I know they also have a website for Failbetter Games. Actually, if you'll just give me a moment. Put it in chat. Just the studio, or the name of the game in the studios. So. You don't necessarily need to play Sunless Sea first. They're both good games. Although you can definitely tell that this is a newer game, just based on the graphic style alone. Doesn't mean to say either one's better. I love them both. Yeah, so I have no idea if it's just for PC. I think it is. But you should be able to check. Called Alice Madness Returns. Yeah, it's very kind of kooky. It's got like a whimsical comedy mixed with like abject eldritch and gothic horror, which is a very unique combination. One that I personally like as well. It has got a certain like macabre vibe to it too. The heart of the Empire. In response to your questions, the engineers shrug. The day dawns, the sun brightens, the night comes, the sun dims. What more is there to say? Some of them seem so exhausted they can barely stand. They insist it's proximity to the sun that affects their sleep. Yeah, I've seen pictures of it. Probably gonna wait until it goes on sale or something, but I might try it at some point. I just have a bit of a backlog of games I need to play. Same with my miles-long list of books I need to read. Hey, yeah, I'll certainly take the suggestion, thank you. Sunlight seeps like syrup through the cracks in the stained glass ceiling. The The floor shudders in time with the churning machinery far beneath your feet. The air has a tang of chemicals, bonfires, and rain. Pistons pump, cogs turn, and suit-swaddled figures tend the machinery, bellowing over the shrieking metal. See, you're supposed to be on a book buying ban because I own so many I haven't read yet. You know, I could do that to myself. Or I can hoard books like a dragon. Like a bookworm. I just like being surrounded by the written word, you know what I mean? It's like my hoard. I haven't, I've been good recently, but I've been debating getting some, like I know Murtagh came out and I love the Inheritance Cycle series. Read them all first and then continue hoarding. Good luck. I mean, sincerely, good luck. I know, we book hoarders / readers. Yeah, we find each other. Alright. So. Pistons pump, cogs churn, suit-swaddled figures tend to the machinery, bellowing over the shrieking metal. I don't think we're gonna visit the glass house quite yet. Towards the sundial-shaped building. I think the buying and hoarding process is 60% of the fun. I would be inclined to agree, yes. Don't get me wrong, I am a sucker for a good story, but I also just like books. Azimuth. Azimuth is an enormous sundial without a shadow, its roof topped by a golden shark-fin gnomon. There are still racks of yellowed pamphlets on the walls. It once served as a kiosk, selling tickets to sunspotters, the pilgrims and tourists that were expected to flock here. These days it is more like a temple. Frescoes on the carved walls depict the triumph of the new sun over the old. Figure in yellow-collared protective suit is delivering a sing-song sermon to mostly empty pews. The dazzled sequencer looks up, delighted at your approach, and hurriedly wraps up his speech. He offers you tea, with the flash of 2 white teeth. I always like collecting things too, like a squirrel. See, we can call ourselves squirrels, or we can call ourselves dragon. Both hoard things. And I honestly like the idea of being a dragon more than a squirrel. Yes. See, yeah, you get my point. You know? Ah. Delicious. Like Smaug under the mountain, but it's just books. Yes! See, you got it! Okay, ask the dazzled sequencer about his role in the sun. The only other people up here are disturbed prisoners and exhausted engineers. The sequencer's function. I am a priest of the new sequence, declares the sequencer. The brightest truth, the wildfire that has swept Albion. He points out at the expanse of the sun. There burns a beacon, a savior, an aspect of God. We venerate the Clockwork sun and its immortal architect, our Empress. I'm here to greet pilgrims and safeguard the souls of our engineers. Azimuth is also the only access route to the sun-shattered dome, an exhibition hall that was built back when we received more visitors. The dome is terribly dangerous, and I advise you to avoid it, no matter how much you hear about the priceless artifacts inside. Yes, I know, that's why I'm reading it in a voice. That's why I also said it's really good to have a thesaurus with you when you read this game. Honestly, in my opinion, it's all part of the charm. We're not gonna do the Sun Shattered Dome right now. The sequencer does have a request. Together we can help the less fortunate, he says. You will be compensated for your time. Oh, compensation, you say? A charitable mission. There are many poor souls out there in need of our help. Beleaguered, ignorant masses. I've never met them, but I am assured they exist. He pauses to wipe his eyes. When we lift them from their contemptible state, perhaps they will come to appreciate the greatness of the sequence. He sends an orderly to fetch the wooden crate. Once it's set down before him, he wraps the lid proudly. 600 manuals on how to correctly tie a bow tie. Deliver these to Brabazon Workworld, and I'm sure they will be immensely benefited by their improved understanding of etiquette. Wow, that... To a Workworld, that honestly seems rather tone-deaf, but... Okay. I think we're just gonna go. Descend to the Terpsichore Vault. The vaults below are safely protected by a dozen layers of stained glass. That's actually something in the lore of this game, though, is because the light of suns drives you mad, especially in the unfiltered void of space. So all the glass is stained glass. Beneath the machine-bristling surface, you find a ring of 9 vault doors, each engraved with the name of a classical muse. 8 are locked and barred, behind signs saying things like vacant, or under renovation, or in one case, unfortunate chronological discrepancies. The 9th, marked Terpsichore, is the only door open to you. When you enter, your footsteps ring through dusty barracks and abandoned canteens. These are the engineers' quarters, but they are all on the surface, working. Except one. Broken Steward has been working on the sun since before it first shone. She has been here far longer than any of the engineers above. The Broken Steward makes her way carefully to you, cane clacking on the floor. She has a markedly stiff-limbed gait. Her arms creak as she removes her helmet. Speak with the Broken Steward. She smiles, her teeth glint oddly. She catches you glancing at her mouth and smiles even wider. Her teeth are shards of cracked glass, protruding at odd angles from her gums. It's not my teeth. It's not just the teeth, she says, with a brusque air that brooks no sympathy. Damn sun burned my bones as well. Terrible nuisance, really. It gets in the way of work. You notice her fixed neck, her stiff limbs, her careful movements. It's not too bad, she says. Good thing I like soup. I think, yeah, we're just gonna go. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just deliver the tea we were sent to deliver. After Queen Victoria made a deal with the Bazaar, she kind of like started becoming a bit of an eldritch monster, and she was just kind of like shut up in her palace because of grief throughout the entirety of Fallen London and Sunless Skies. But in this, she gets over her grief, moves London to the stars, and basically becomes a despot. Which is why you have, like, establishment options for RP and also, like, rebellion and villainy. The Clockwork Sun does not, of course, run on tea, but the battalion of engineers who maintain it surely must. Every month, a new tender for 3 caddies of dried tea is offered, regular as, yes, Clockwork. Clockwork Sun lies to the... So, okay, yeah, we already read that. Blah, 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 blah. Ask you to wheel the tea through the empty corridors to a storeroom. It is stacked with identical, unopened, dust-covered crates. Either the Sun engineers don't like tea, unthinkable, or there are fewer of them than is presumed. Ooh. But we did get a ministry stamp permit. That's always good. Alright, unthinkable, yes! Who doesn't love tea? Unthinkable. Yeah, this is herbal tea, actually. What? What's happening? I see something happening. Ian. It's happening. Help. What is happening? I am confused. Oh, you're playing Baldur's Gate again. Look. Either you want the bear or you don't want the bear. I can't really help you. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Baldur's Gate stream is tomorrow, though. I can't help you. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah. Oh, nice. Congrats. All right, do I need fuel? You are most welcome. We endeavor to only the highest quality on this stream. You want to play Baldur's Gate, but it's intimidating because people talk. It's not terribly hard, honestly. I mean, especially if you've ever played D&D before. I mean, I don't know. Have you ever played D&D or anything like that before, Freya? Yeah, I mean, you can set the difficulty however you want. Well, you don't necessarily need to. It just helps. Because they do change a few of the mechanics. But, honestly, it is really fun. The writing is fantastic. If you want to kind of, like, watch it with minimal spoilers, I will say minimal spoilers, you can watch us playing our co-op run through tomorrow with Urban Hangman and Rhodas 2001. I think it's going to be, I want to say 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's either 3 or 4. You can just kind of like see how the game is and what you think of it. Because honestly, it's wicked fun. And if you die, there's always quick save. Alright, so... yeah, I think we're gonna go back to London, kind of touch base, see what we want to do, where we want to go. Well, I mean, you have online tutorial videos. You also have, like, the actual tutorial you start out with. Ooh, guide, we're getting terror like nobody's business. Okay, there we go. Don't worry, guys. I am a qualified driver of this locomotive. Oh, a windswept habitation. The Enterprise of Albion does not rest. Its skies are littered with abandoned construction, derelict factories from its earliest foundation, homes that have yet to be lived in, workshops for industries that proved irrelevant in the heavens. Here stands a chimneyed factory dating to Albion's foundation, and long since abandoned to the rats and the mold. Oh. Ooh, 88% chance to organize a search party. Ooh, success. A discovery. Bashing your way into a locked storage room, you find crates of old munitions stamped with the symbol of the Crown and Misery Company. Some of the boxes have been spoiled by a persistent leak in the ceiling, but a couple remain intact. Ooh, nice. The air grows amber with dust blown from the crags. Hello? Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Oh! Jesus Christ! What freaking eldritch nonsense is this? Running away, shit! Not even gonna read that. Woo! I love this game, guys. Oh, nope, that's dead end, dead end, dead end. Okay, there we go. Done die, I'm trying not to. We're doing good. We haven't lost our captain yet. Which I am frankly surprised. Throne of Hours, domed and vast, presides over the riot and glory of London. That can't be good. Your aunt is here. Dear God. First thing when we come into the station. Dear God. Somehow she has found her way to the high wilderness. She is trying to get your attention with her frantic waving of her horrible hat. Oh, I know you've seen me. Listen, I've quite exhausted my possibilities here. I'm a Silver Pupil quartermaster. I have friends everywhere, and my scones are to die for. How's that curriculum vitae? Now let me aboard. Is she even your real aunt? Either way, you'll have to deal with her. Oh, my fucking God. I think we actually do need a quartermaster, though. Oh no, oh, we have the Corruptorous Hoarder. So, alright, so he's 6 Veils, 2 Mirrors, Affiliation Bohemia. She's Iron 6 and Mirrors 2. Oh, with only a Savage Secret? You know what, Auntie, come aboard. I'm sure this will not annoy me at all. Employ your aunt as your quartermaster. Filial piety demands as such, and she does make a damn fine scone. She smiles with sincere delight. Here, take my bag. Her bag is very heavy, and my hat. Her hat is also very heavy. Your crew are alarmed when she boards your engine. Their alarm only increases when she begins to pass comment. After a thorough survey of your locomotive, she graces you with a smile. There is work to be done. She extracted gossip from you before she is even boarded. This woman is skilled. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what we got here. Definitely repair locomotive. Yeah, just fully repair. Yeah, we're not going to be doing a completionist run of this by any means. Alright, so we need to do Rabazon Work World. Turn in our stuff at the Ministry of Public Decency. We need to go back to the Reach for a couple things. Alright, yeah, why don't we take care of that then? Off we go. Please don't slam into the side. Why am I playing with my ship? I'm the one driving it. Down, you can see all the strata of London banded before you. Ow! Alright. Holy moly, no one can drive! Oh my god. Okay. Just no wonder they were having such problem with the Reach without my intel. They were just like... Oh no, what's that? Oh boy, oh shit, hello, oh shit, oh my god, okay. Getting fired upon. Oh, right, Bravazon's up here. Here smells of iron and sweat and misery. A horn blares, the factory doors creak open. Those workers lucky enough to have reached the end of their services blink in the light of freedom. They were young men when they first arrived. Now their skin is calloused and wrinkled, aged not only by hard labor, but the slow burning light of the clockwork sun. Oh god. Help a work welder with their paperwork. They are due to be released, but Brabazon never makes it easy. 23%, jeez. Crew from the work world, former workers, now old and exhausted. Brabazon does not pay for their journeys home. Yeah, we'll take some. Now elderly crew shuffle aboard, almost relieved to be given orders. Their bones are brittle, but they still work hard. Working hard is all that they've known in their lifetimes under the lash. Well, welcome aboard, 3 people. We gotta investigate the clocks. Horological office Pocket Watch affords you access to the port's primary clock, from which others in the area get their time. You unpack your tools and begin. Assorted screwdrivers, brushes, pliers, tweezers, a small bottle of oil, and a jeweler's loop. We'll give it a shot. Ah, damn it. Lost in time. This clock must have been designed by a madman, though the gears seem to know what they're doing. You can make no sense of it whatsoever. Passers-by outside wonder where the 13th bong came from. Fortunately, you are not the only horologist here. A skilled apprentice presents on unrelated reasons soon intervenes, promising to fix things on your behalf if you'll just put away your tools and go anywhere else for a few hours, in exchange for your fee, obviously. Alright, I think in that case, yeah, we're just gonna go back to the Reach. A quick little trip. Oh, wait. Okay, I do have the tea. Brilliant. Set yourself the customs. Nothing to declare. Clean sweep. Engine. Travel to the Reach. First class. Yeah, we have a bunch of ministry stamp permits, so. Away! The machinery grinds and stirs, the steam vents, the sigils of the edifice burn with a sullen fire. A force like a great hand seizes your engine. Yeah, the relay animation is cool. Alright, let's get a port report. And we're also going to attend the Grand Ball. Candles illuminate the great staircase that sweeps up to the residence of the Windward Company, which is chosen to host this season's ball. West Enders promenade in their finest, hoop skirts and starched collars predominate. White tie is the order of the evening. Few East Enders, mostly actors, have secured tickets, but most are servants if they are seen at all. We're in Port Prosper, by the way. The orchestra is playing the score from Victoria's first ball under her throne of hours. Fill out our dance card. You dance with dignitaries, diplomats, and duchesses. You've barely sat down on one of the little benches in the side of the room before you're whisked up again for a waltz or a quadrille. A hand presses against yours, cool breath brushes against your cheek, formal shoes pinch your toes. Starlight dances over the glass roof, casting silvered shadows over the assembly. A lantern is lit before the British flag, until soon it is the brightest thing in the room. You can find 5 visions of the heavens. Let's see. Yeah, we'll offer transport to settlers while we're here. Let's see where they want to go. Opportunity, transport a settler. Would you take me to the Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve? I'd love to see the wilderness. From a safe distance, of course, she smiles benignly as one of your crew carries her steamer trunk aboard. And if you're so kind, could we do some hunting on the way? Well, the chorister bees have been attacking again, and I'll pay you for the trouble of killing them, of course, but only if you do it quickly, and only if you harvest a stinger for me. That's a bit of a tall order, but sure! Let's go! Let's pick up a bit of fuel. Supplies. Let's go! So they want us to go down here. We will need to go back to Trader's Wood to get a caged catch for the Ministry of Works quest. Do you want to stop at New Winchester at some point to turn in the port reports we're getting here? But while we're in the Reach, we might as well do a couple things. Ooh, outbreak of heart sickness. Mysterious outbreak of nostalgia is spreading through your crew. Frequently, they stop work to stare away into the misty remembrance. They gather during the evenings to meditate on times gone by and debate the ways in which the past was superior to the present. The air is full of sighs. Alright, let's see what we got. Good chance of hold a compulsory knees up. Success! Yeah, we got enough supplies for that. The crew attend reluctantly, but once the brandy has been passed around, you manage to get them telling tales of their recent adventures, of their narrow escapes and their small triumphs. There's still remembrance, but at least it's on the fresher fare than rose-hued days of their youth. Description of the memorial to the unknown rat is dedicated to those brave Ratus Faber who gave their lives in the early exodus to heaven. Oh crap, we forgot to hand in the tea, didn't we? Alright, we'll do that after. Oops. They'll have to just wait for their delicious tea. I just hope they don't spill it. Ruins claw the sky, the work of giants. Pick up some supplies. We used some. And on we go. Oh, we can use our assaying tool on some of these. You excavate a collection of souls from the ruins. Lush verdance encloses you, green as emeralds. Oh, let's see. This is part of the quest. There we go. Easy does it. Okay. Swarm is a ruin of twitching legs and broken wings. One of the bees, the sigil on its back, occluded with ichor, begins its final, tremulous song. Harvest a stinger for your settler. She spent the battle with her face pressed against the window glass. A successful retreatal. Your crew draw lots. 3 who drew the short lots set out to the drift. Armed with the big saw, they hack away the still vibrating stinger. There is a brief violet flash when a stoker's boot brushes against the sigil on the chorister's back. Soon your crew return, hands golden with spilt fluid, the stinger held aloft. The settler offers to mend the stoker's scorched boot. 50 sovereigns. Alright. And we got some chorister nectar out of it too. Alright, nice. There we go. Another one. Yeah, we got enough cargo space. Don't mind if I do. Ow. We're gonna leave that wreck alone for now. Yeah. Let us continue on to the nature reserve. That's where they wanted to go, right? Yep, that's where they wanted to go. Nature reserve. Oh, shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Good thing no one was there. Didn't want to fire that. Alright. Ooh, join a hunting party. Let's check. 59% chance. Ooh, success. Oh, there we go. That's one of the things I needed. There we go. Less places to go. A successful hunt. The animals in the nature reserve flee from your careful, methodical approach. Your rifle fires, and a promising one falls to the ground. Wounded, but alive. The opportunistic ranger binds its legs tight, ready to shove it in a cage once you return to the docks. There was fallen. There we go. Dropping off settler. They arrived at their destination. Whether or not they still wish to be here is another matter entirely. Encourage the passenger to disembark. She gives you a firm handshake before hefting the stinger over her shoulders and departing. You watch her make her way across the station towards a large group of settlers. You make out a few words over the clamor. Yes, I did it myself. Used a bone saw. It's the only way, but I must warn you, my services don't come cheap. She is lost in the crowd. One second, guys. Yeah. Having dinner. Don't worry, this won't be ASMR. I'm doing it up here. I freaking hate ASMR. Alright. Alright, well, we got 200 sovereigns off of that. Nice. Yeah, we don't have room for that, though, unfortunately. Alright. Alright, let us see. No, why don't we check research, because you should be done. Oh, he's done. Left a note. A phlegmatic researcher sits alone in his cabin. A pie sits on his table, barely touched. He welcomes you, but sounds dejected. Evil befell my colleagues. My research has been cancelled, he says. And Leadbeater and Stainrod won't tell me why. Speak with a phlegmatic researcher. Did he tell you more of his trouble? Leadbeater and Stainrod cut my funding and took away my work. He takes an unhappy nibble of pie. Shutting down research here. The entirety of their production is turning towards Apollonian cinders. And his colleagues? One sang her voice away. That didn't stop her. Few have shut themselves away with their research. The researcher shakes his head. There must be something here causing the fatal obsessions. If you could help me discover it, I'd be grateful. A calculating look flits across his face. It'll need someone to go into the reserve. They'll have to be well armed. You captains carry munitions, right? Interesting. Oh, so he's continuing his research despite the lack of funding, and discusses initiative. Things from Course Bee, ants, Hybris pus, stomach of a cantankery, fungal crinoline, can't get titanium petal, have a scribe Spencer. Wow, we can get most of these. Worry about that later, though. We'll discuss his secret initiative. He seldom uses his laboratory now. You'll find him in his cabin. Lying in bed, his swollen red leg raised up on a mound of pillows, the phlegmatic researcher flicks through pages and pages of notes. Something in the reserves has driven my comrades to madness. He raises himself to look at you. You'll need munitions if you want to help. Let me know when you're ready. I'll give you the best map I can. If you're going alone, you'll have only your wits and your weapons. Oh, we have a bunch of those, so why not? Let's do it. Researcher passes you a map of the wilderness. It looks like the work of a child. The man who made that was one of our best scouts, he says proudly, but our worst cartographer. He died from climbing too high in the inevitable fall. Please, find out what's driven my friends to madness. Great scout, poor cartographer. Alright. I'll have a map of the reserve. There are no other people here. It's just you and birds and flowers, trees and woodland creatures, streams and bumbling insects. Any evils are insidious, beyond your guard. The map indicates that you should continue straight ahead from the forked road, visiting neither Albert's River nor the Violet Whirl. 100% of success. We've partial success on 100%? Must be like 99.999 or whatever. The forest floor is trapped with snaggling roots hidden beneath the leaves. To walk requires all of your attention. With your focus concentrated entirely on the ground, you do not notice when you stumble face first into a spider's web. Your attention is swiftly grabbed when the eight-legged monstrosity leaves off eating a parrot to begin wrapping up your head. Shoot it dead. Won't get you! Not today! You struggle for your rifle. As the spider is about to dig its mandibles into your scalp, you loose a shot. It is knocked off. As you rip the webbing from your face, more spiders crawl from the undergrowth. You empty one weapon, then another. Then you take what you can run with and flee into a clearing. Pass through the meadow. This clearing is filled with powdered blue mushrooms. They sway gently in the breeze. Although the roots are guarded by fierce thorns, the only way onward is straight through. What do you mean, partial success? I feel like this is kind of stacked against me a little. Essentially, this place is foul. The only sound is that of your gagging. It's hard to breathe while you're retching this heavily. Your knees grow weak beneath you. Burn your way through. The mushrooms might be hideously flammable. Be careful. You cast stores of gunpowder across the mushrooms and toss a lit match into them. Smoke billows upward. It is choking, but more breathable than the sticking mushroom spores. You rush through the other side of the field. According to your map, you should soon be at a cliffside, which towers above you. Pass through a cave. The cliffs are colored like a mixing palette. There is a small cave opening. The map indicates you should travel, though. Although on the map it's circled in red, no light. Oh, hang on, I need to plug in my phone here. That's what I have the chat up on, so I can see when you guys type. Let's kind of thread that behind there. Beautiful. Pass through the cave. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of stacked against me. You feel your way along the wall, placing one foot carefully in front of the other as you go. It's impossible not to stumble. Your foot is caught and you fall. The sound echoes through the cave. From above comes the roaring of 10,000 tiny voices and 20,000 wings. Set a crate of munitions ablaze and run! You set fire to the crate of munitions and rush headlong through the tunnel. The force of the explosion sends you tumbling forward, but does you no harm beyond bruising. Thankfully, the creatures from the ceiling suffer worse. Those that survive do not chase you. At last, you emerge on the other side. A great valley lies before you. Enter the valley. Your trail ends in the heart of the valley. The phlegmatic researcher traced the source of his colleague's illness to here. It's a steep climb down to it. Oh, good thing we have the exact amount of munitions we needed. Climb is unpleasant, but it is at least invigorating. Wind whips it by as you find crevices and holes on the verdant rock. The sun beams warmly as you negotiate between barbed roots and slippery lichens. Eventually, you make it down. You travel inward until you come to an area cordoned off with thick rope and a small cloth flag. You conceal yourself in the underbrush and observe the massed industrial workers of Lenbeater and Stainrod harvesting distinctive-looking flowers. You take one look for yourself and fight your way back through the reserve with significantly less difficulty than it took to get here. The phlegmatic researcher sits among piles of papers. His fingers are stained with ink. His leg is as swollen as ever. Hand over the flower. Return. Percy Jackson is finished. 7 episodes in 1 day. Wow! Congrats! Researcher digs his finger into the petals and draws it out. It is coated with yellow pollen. This is what they use for Apollonian cinders, he whispers, sniffing gently. He coughs violently. I feel... Goodness, this is it, the cinders. It's what's driven their passions mad, driven my friends to ruin. Now the company is pushing it into the Empire. He leans over and grabs a small stack of papers. He dips his pen in ink and begins writing. I'll see that they know the truth. I hope I can call upon you. Researchers on a crusade against Apollonian cinders. Gain 1 cryptic benefactor. Yeah, distribute anti-cinder propaganda. The researcher has written many pamphlets. He mops his brow. The rag is ink-stained and darkens his forehead. Here's the current stack, he says. Take them to New Winchester. The people must know. Oh, there's only one issue. I hate for the next season they need a new Zeus. Yeah, Lance Reddick was a brilliant actor. Very sad when I heard. Hey, Anna, how are you? Good to see you. Don't mind me, I'm having dinner at the same time. Hi, Kat. What you doing? What you doing? What, you want to come up and say hi to the people? No, you're just gonna stay down there? Alright, let's see Albert's Idyll. Yeah, we'll take a trip into the reserve quickly. So how are you, Anna? What you been up to? Or actually, I have 5 fuel, which should be fine to get back to New Winchester. Just got home, time to rest. Yeah, no, that's sounds like a good idea. Glad you stopped in, though. Always good to see you. Yes, Cat. Do you want to finally make an appearance? Hello. Say hello to the people. Say hello to the people. Everyone, cat break. This is Julius. Hello. What you doing? What you doing? Yes, cat. Hello. Hi. You just wanted some love, some attention. Yeah, you can't have what I have over here. You can't have my dinner. What, does it smell good? Because you can't have any. Alright, fine. Hi. Yeah, big bum. Yeah. Right, can I have my mouse back, please? When you're standing over it? No, and he sits down. On my mouse. Yep, big mudge. Okay, thank you. Whew. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of finish up here. Not expecting to be on terribly much longer. So yeah, Anna, we are still playing Sunless Skies. It's getting a flotsam. Hang on. Don't mind me as I get horribly distracted. Okay. Salvage. Whew, another piece of fuel. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I'm doing another stream of this because the following weekend, so like, not this weekend, but next weekend, I am not going to be able to stream. So, figure getting a nice impromptu stream in. See all you lovely people. Undergrowth draws in, the calls of the unknown. Gargantuan beasts rattle your engine. Here the reach runs wild. Hello! What you doing? What's the matter, cat? Oh boy, hello! How are you? Ah! I can't see cat! Oh, hello! No. Okay, this guy can't drive. This guy can't drive. Okay, there we go. We did not crash. Huzzah! Constant clamor of engine yards and accretion of smog on the windows. Hello! You can't come into my lap right now. The clamoring central station in New Winchester, a place of steam and smut and thundering iron. Here you can find people willing to pay for a skilled captain's service. Attack. Hi, Cat. Hello again. How are you? Tackety's answer. London's invention of the Monitor-class locomotives has sparked alarm in the Reach. Tackety's value their privacy and don't want Her Majesty's watchdogs freely prowling their skies. Word has it that the Indrid veteran has convinced the Colonial Assembly to invest in a proportionate response. Learn more about this proportionate response. Cat, what are you trying to do? Guy! News. After 4 pubs and rather more than 4 drinks, you managed to learn the following. Firstly, the Tacketys have embarked on a project to develop new locomotives of their own. It's only a matter of time until the first ones are completed. Secondly, the work is taking place at the O'Brien factory in Lustrum. Thirdly, the Tacketys are desperate for donations of expertise or bronzewood to expedite the construction. No, Cat, no, please. He's helping. Alright. Why don't we repair our locomotive? Yes, very helpful, Cat. The most helpful. Being a good boy. The mischievous, though. No, Cat. Please just stay. No. What are you doing? That's my tea. You can't have it. You have an entire fountain full of water out there. Alright, we're gonna deliver the Phlegmatic Researchers pamphlets. Your public campaign creates quite a stir. The temperance campaigners, who were already working for us, are quick to adopt all your talking points. Cinders transform all goodness into vice. They overheat the brain. They kill you with what you love. One campaigner, anxious to support your good work, presses a small purse into your hand. We're getting rich, boys! Woo! Alright. Hi. You can't have my dinner. I know you really want it, but you can't have it. It's not good for kitties. Big bum. You're being so cute about it, too. Okay. Okay. You big nudge. Oh, and now I got the other one, too. I'm getting swarmed. Hi. You're sitting on my mouse again. You don't care, do you? Hmm? Yeah. And the cats are telling you to stop streaming, or the cats are telling you to stop streaming and pet them nonstop. Yes, I know. They want me all to themselves. Put this back, put this there. Do I need anything else? Alright, I think we're gonna work our way back to Albion. Oh wait, shit. I forgot about the bazaar. Alright, yeah, we'll go ahead. Oh, they're both seeds? Well, they're both in the same kind of quadrant anyway. Oh, we have space enough for both. Might as well. And a bit of pocket cash. 3, 5, we need... Alright, we'll just stop at the nature reserve as well. We'll do that. And go back to London. Put these back for now since we're not going back there right away. Let's go get our port reports handed in first. There we go. Port reports. Handed in. Lovely. Get some invitations of perdurance. We have plenty of permits at the moment. And eventually we'll run into perdurance, and we'll need those. Alright. And away we go. Multitasking. Alright. Alright, so sneak over there. Hello again. How are you, my good sir? Oh, we need this, don't we? Some fungal crinoline from the meteor. New smell. Behind the coal and the oil, the green, unlikely scent of apples. And here we are, Port Avon. Cheap fuel. Don't mind if I do. Oh, and we also got a good price for verdant seeds. We'll go ahead and pick all those up. Those are cheap. Oh, and we don't need to stop at the nature reserve now. Sure we got a port report from these guys? I mean, we could still stop at the nature reserve, but it's just going to make it quicker. Because I just want to do a quick couple of these and then go back to Albion. So we can kind of progress a little bit. Oop, that is not what I want to do. Okay, back it up. I do not feel like running into a wall. Oh, hello there, my good friend. Oh, you're going away? Nope, you're gonna attack me? No, you're going away. Okay. Bye! These arboreal wilds are lush and green. Fronds hang like curtains. Leaves loll, fat as giants' tongues. Oh, well, I'll collect some of these too. That was just random. Alright. Goodbye, bees. Oh wow, there are just a bunch of these. Captain Hive! And Titania. The inconvenient aunt peers from a porthole. Titania is such an odd place, a little garish for my tastes. Alright. Oh, okay. They're attacking? You attacking. Gonna leave me alone. Oh, there, okay. Alright. That was interesting. Report. Now we're not going to spend terribly long here. Drop off these guys. I don't think we're going to worry about this quite at the moment. Yeah, and we should be fine, just... Alright. Work our way back. Oh, that was a breach marauder in the bottom there. No, we're just gonna keep going. This place was a battlefield, the graves of Tacites and stovepipes alike. Oh! These guys are here now. Taste of smog, the sound of iron on iron. We are home. Oh, they do have a prospect for Port Prosper, where we're going to be going anyway. They need 3. I think we have... Oh, okay. We have more than enough. And saving souls. Right, literally. Also need one of these. Also need 4 of these. Alright. So I think, yeah, we're definitely gonna hand in our port reports for this region and go back to Albion. And we'll see what we're doing for time. We might end it after that, we'll see. Make sure I got everything. Alright, brilliant. You don't need to hit the horn, I just like hitting it. Especially where I'm not in anywhere I need to be stealthy. Deliver reports. We don't have enough for that. Just get him another stamp permit. Can't have too many of those. For you, of course. The fraught general manager doesn't even bother to ask you any questions. Just the one, is it? Alright. Alright, let's see. Gonna right and then left. Gonna snake on through there. Alright. No, come on, don't ram into me, please, for the love of God. Thank you. Skyworn urchin. Careful, there's marauders around here. A homestead. Settlers who live far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They will fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. This homestead is plated with a patchwork of corrugated iron. As you land, a barrel of a rifle pokes out from a boarded window and fires, kicking up a spray of grass at your feet. Oh, unfriendly! Oh, we can get the colony of ants here. Ah, yeah, we'll get a colony of ants. A few shovelfuls of dirt into a nice glass tank, you've thousands of crawlers to bring him. Oh, good thing they don't take up cargo space. Stop by the memorial to the unknown rat real quick. The inscription on the memorial to the unknown rat is dedicated to those brave Ratisfaber who gave their lives in the early exodus to heaven. Oh, hello, cat. Making a repeat appearance. Hello. Can't see. Oh. Cat. Yay. Rumble of far-off refineries. Distant searchlights rake the sky. First of all the comforts of home, deliver the 4 of those. Brilliant. Company shareholder is hosting a party to celebrate the publication of a set of pamphlets of the company's successor. Your delivery arrives just in time. Of 1 ministry-approved literature. And 3 souls. Nice. Alright. I need a bunch of these. And a bunch of these. Alright, let's work our way back. Alright, we went through customs. Travel to Albion. And away! Oh, what's happened? Side of your paper, the superintendent jumps to activate the relay. Its hour looms rumble, spinning with a pocket of new time with each your locomotive will make its journey. Wrapped in your engine's new code of hours, it will be hard to say how long the journey takes, but the hours used by the Imperial officers are languid and seasoned. Patches should at least be tolerable. Machinery grinds and stirs. The steam vents, the sigils of the edifice burn with sullen fire. A force like a great hand seizes your engine. Burrower below is displeased with me. Why is the burrower below displeased with me? One of the gods of the heavens is displeased with me. This is great. And on we go! Alright, I think we're gonna get this over to St. Dominic's Station. Yeah, we'll stop at the ministries quickly. And in our stuff. I love the Albion soundtrack. It's so creepy and mysterious. Flare of foundries through smog. You are nearing the work worlds. Flotsam! Ooh, another supply. Don't mind if I... Oh, shit! Hello! Holy shit! Oh! You know what? I don't think I'm ready for you. I'm just gonna go away. You just hurt me, like, so much. Whew! That was pleasant! Ouch! Looking down, you can see all the strata of London banded below you. Yes, very ouch. Yeah, I saw the glass covering it, and I was like, yeah, it's not a normal dreadnought, that's gonna hurt me. Alright, so... Alright, we gotta hand in this. I suppose it's just one good old 7274-F. The F stands for... well, I'll let you infer, he reads from the order. Live specimen of celestial fauna, brackets, one closed brackets, but must be in rude health and of intemperate disposition. So, he snaps his ledger shut. Best of luck with that one. A ravenous delivery. A pair of laborers maneuver the catch into its new pen, their hands trembling as you recount tales of its ferocity. The foreman shakes his head. God knows what they want this one for. I stopped asking questions after someone gave me an answer once. He shudders and pays you. It's probably not the voice I should be using for that, but yeah, you know. Oh, no, kitty, don't go in the trash can. I know it's kitty size, but you can't fits or sits. Alright, ask if there are other opportunities available. A greater position. But I don't know, I really don't. Orders are strictly meant to be done in priority order, but I don't like bending the rules like this, I must say. Where would the Empire be? His grumbling continues, punctuated by the sharp turn of pages. Kitty trash can. Yeah, no. I don't like Kitty in the trash can. Trash can's not the spot for Kitty. Oh, we need bombazine? Oh, shit. It's a little hard to get until we get to Eleutheria. Questions. Well, we'll get ourselves to St. Dominic's Station first. Oh yeah, we don't have anything to hand into public decency. Oh, hello! Hello, Eschaton, can you please go? Thank you. None of you can drive. You drive worse than me, and that's a very low bar. Okay. Alright, now that we're back, I think this is probably where I'm gonna feel. Okay, enough tea to feel the sun. Choirs ignite nectar for the horizon. Oh, we got plenty for that. Alright. Oh, that'll be easier once we get to that. Because we got plenty of chorister nectar in the bank. So, how much for that? 3. Oh, it's our devil that got us that. Oh. Oh, so when you put officers in secondmen, you get better trades and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna need to go there for tea anyway, so we can get the tea for the Clockwork Sun at the same time as delivering that. I don't need this literature, though. Excellent. Excellent. Cool. Cool. But I think with that taken care of, I mean, because where else do we gotta go for Hardener's Tale? Alright, we gotta go to the Floating Parliament. We gotta go to the Serene Mausoleum. Yeah, so next time we can do a bit of exploration as well. Sounds good. Sounds very good. Alright. I think set up for that for next stream, which for this game will be Sunday. Although I will be streaming. Hang on, let me get this on. Because yeah, we're gonna begin the outro in just a second here. That's not the button I wanted to hit. This is the button I wanted to hit. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna be quitting it here. Let me quit the noise that's buzzing in my ear from this thing. There we go. Okay. So, we're going to be stopping this stream here. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow with Urban Hangman and Rotos 2001. We're going to be doing our multiplayer run-through of Baldur's Gate 3, Barbarian's Gate, where we're all playing as some multi-class of Barbarian. So, that's going to be at either 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Those of you on my Discord, you can go ahead. There will be an alert. Also, I'll be putting an update on my story on TikTok if you want to look there for updates as well. But, yeah, we got a lot done today. And honestly, I'm streaming more than I thought I was going to be today. But yeah, so this weekend we're gonna have a couple streams. Next weekend I'm gonna be away, so I'm not gonna be able to stream. So thank you guys for coming out. I mean, honestly, a bunch of you came today. I was so happy to see a bunch of you, and yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's stream. We're gonna have a load of fun, load of chaos with some Baldur's Gate. We will continue with Sunless Skies Sunday, and yeah, thank you guys for coming. Yeah, thank you so much. I really enjoy having you guys here. This was honestly a really good stream. So, later. Oh, actually, wait, I'm gonna check and see. Do we have anyone we can raid? I don't know. Not today, unfortunately. So we are just gonna go to outro. Thank you guys so much for coming. See you guys tomorrow.